One of the tricky parts of a divorce is figuring out what to do with jointly owned property. If you're in the middle of this decision, let me tell you a few things to consider. When deciding whether or not one spouse is going to keep the house in a divorce, you need to think about the financial implications, and those implications are twofold. First, you will likely need to buy out your ex-spouse's share of the property by refinancing. This means you need to be able to qualify for the mortgage payment with only your income and credit, and you'll need to have enough equity in the home for the payout, unless you have another lump sum of money somewhere. Second, you'll need to consider whether you can afford the mortgage payments, property taxes, maintenance costs, and home insurance on your own. Make sure you have a clear understanding of what those costs are, including utilities, before you make a decision. When this decision is first being considered, I advise clients to talk to a lender. And if you don't know somebody, I can recommend someone to you to really get a clear idea of whether they can afford to keep the house. Often, once the financial implications are laid out, it's just too much of a commitment. On the flip side, selling the house could provide you with a lump sum of money that you can use to start a new life. The goal is to sell the house for the top market value you can obtain so that any equity in the home can be used by both parties to establish new households. Another factor to consider when deciding whether to keep the house or sell is the emotional attachment you may have to the property. If the house holds significant sentimental value to you, you may want to keep it, even if it may not be the best financial decision. Pulling in trusted friends and family at this stage can be really helpful. Sometimes you need an outside neutral view to help you see the best path forward. The emotional attachment can go both ways. If the house is a constant reminder of the divorce or other sad circumstances, selling the house may bring about a much needed fresh start. I've known people who have been desperate to hang on to the house, but once they moved out and were settled into a new home, it brought about a huge sense of relief. It can be difficult to move forward when you're constantly reminded of hard times. Ultimately, the decision to keep or sell the house will depend on your individual circumstances, your financial situation, and your emotional ties to the property. If you're unsure what the best decision for you is, talk to your divorce attorney, your financial advisor or a lender, or a certified real estate agent, me, to help you make the best decision for your unique situation. If you have further questions about the process of selling a house during divorce, please reach out. You can find all of my contact information in the description below.